Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look again at Dungeon Swap because it has gone from potentially what was we knew it was play to gamble basically, and it is becoming true play to earn. So worth a mention, and thought I'd make you aware of it so you can get in on this, because getting in early is going to have its perks for sure. So they released a little clue, little teaser on Twitter saying we're launching our Relic Airdrop campaign in 24 hours. Free entry plus reward protection plus battle enhancement equals real play to earn dungeon coming. Yes. So if you didn't know about Dungeon Swap and what it does, it's basically an RPG game where you play and battle more and more difficult enemies. Is that maybe? Do I not have any D&D? Do I have any D&D? I'm not sure. I've just staked some. No, we do. I think it's ESC's been a little bit tricky recently. Basically, you enter in dungeons and you take down a number of levels, and as you progress, you earn more rewards. You can earn NFTs as well along the way. As you earn those NFTs, you can increase your percentage chances of taking down each level, and you can go for a higher entry fee for 10 D&D and get even better equipment. So this is just a little sneak peek of what it's like. How much D&D do I actually have? I don't know how much D&D I have. Hello, D&D? I don't have 52. I don't have 52 because I just staked a ton. D&D total equals 3.83. So we're only going to go so far. Okay, so basically you've got a reward of a shield here that you can get, and this is the reward that you'll get if you beat this boss. Now I have a bunch of really good equipment, and so I can put some of these in. So I'm looking for my 4 stars. Yeah, so we've got 4-star potion here. We've got armor. I have a level 25 thunder shield at 3-star. Do we have any 4-star? I don't think I have a 4-star armor. So we go for level 25, which is the best level you can get. And then we'll go for, we do have level 4 gear here for sure. We have the option of a level 4. Where's my? I'm pretty sure that I had level 4. No. We have a level 3 Dark Axe. Okay, level 23. Right, so you can choose to either attack for free with a 75.14% winning chance, or 100%, basically 97.68% chance if I spend an extra 0.3 D&D. So we'll go for a free attack. You will have to pay gas fees on each of these. You can't see it because my MetaMask doesn't show up when I click it. You can choose to escape the dungeon early along the way, and you will take whatever rewards you've accrued. So I've paid 1 D&D, and so if I win this, I can escape with 1.3, giving me some profit. But remember, I'll only win that 3 out of 4 times. So as we go along, the reward of each level grows to a maximum jackpot of 11,472 D&D. Huge amount. So current price of D&D is 2.3. We can see that is over $22,000. Our battle result is we came within the winning chance, and so we won 1.3 D&D. From there, you can choose to continue or not. I'm gonna choose to continue, I think. So at this point, it is play to gamble, because the odds, the way they work out is it's like a casino. The banker always wins. So at this point, it is just really a game to play for fun. See, I'm gonna go for another free attack, see if we can get that 1.8. But the chances each time as you go along reduces. So you can see how I'm having to spend nothing with the free attacks, but you could go along the special attack way. It'll get you further along into the higher rewards, but obviously whatever you win back, you have to take into account the cost of each special attack that you've done and how much that costs. This special attack also costs an increasing amount the more you play along and take down each level. So if we win this, we'll get a reward of 1.831 D&D. At which point I will probably escape, maybe. But so here's what the Relic does whilst we're waiting on that. The Relic will give you free dungeon entry. So I reckon it'll only be obviously for the 1 D&D entry. I don't think it'll be for the 10 one. But it's daily. So you get a daily free entry into the dungeon. So that's 1 D&D that, you know, you win the first one, which is at 75% chance. You're getting 1 D&D. So it's $2, $2.2 minimum. If you win that 3 out of 4 days, you're going to win that, I'd suggest. But you're going to get a battle power enhancement as well. So it might increase that chance from 75% to further. Now, the next big thing about it is that it brings with it reward protection. So you can gamble on the next stage and you won't lose the reward that you've had before. So there is no reason why in that you shouldn't go on to the next one. So for example, in this case, let's say I've got this far, I've got battle protection now, so I will definitely get 1.831, which means, you know, there's no point not attacking because there's only an upshot of getting 2.795 D&D and no cost. So it'll be really good because you're then playing risk-free. Now, start to make it to these later stages with the current price of D&D. If I win this, I'm at about $6. So not a huge daily earning, but it's about the potential of how much you can earn, because you can see I'm at level 4 now and don't know what the boosted chances are, but if they boost it over the threshold where it was, you know, at the moment I'm playing at a loss if I was to play with real money, but if it flips to its actually your chances have increased to increase your likelihood of getting money if you were spending 1 D&D, it'd be huge. So again, we'd have 2.795 D&D locked down. We'd play again, and we would have our attack, our free attack, 57.37. Not great odds. So at this stage, it's worth mentioning, along the way you are going to be spending gas fees. You do have to take those into account, but you're going to, you know, each stage, the reward that you're getting, it's worth risking. So we got defeat. So whereas I've now lost my 1 D&D that I put into to play in the game, I never got why you need to confirm the result, but you still have to confirm it. Oh, it's really having difficulties. So whereas I've now lost that 1 D&D and the rewards that I'd built up, with the Relic, you won't. Through dungeon entry, reward protection, battle power enhancement. So how can we get this? Now this looks like it's going to be a purchasable item that is only available for 2,000 people. However, 1,000 people are going to get in on a random airdrop. So we can see that the Relic airdrop campaign in 24 hours. You can now join, so it does have conditions though. Relic airdrop submission deadline is 3 PM UTC, the 31st of August. Hey adventurer, are you ready for this upcoming play to earn experience in the dungeon? We're introducing a special type of NFT called Relic. With Relic, you can enter the dungeon for free, have your reward protected from losing battles, and strengthen yourself against monsters. In future, you will need D&D to buy relics, but to reward our early holders and gamers, this time we are giving them away for free. By holding Globe of Heavens, you can have daily free access to the dungeon, and thus you can keep earning D&D by entering the dungeon with your relic. To express gratitude to early holders and gamers, we will reserve 1,000 Globe of Heavens exclusively to those who entered the dungeon and owned NFTs before the launch of this campaign, 11th of August. Now, I don't know whether it still counts within that 11th of August period for today, but it might be worth just playing the game once and winning an NFT. But anybody who followed the channel and just had a little go on it, you're now in. So you do have to follow these staking conditions though. Connect to the Dungeon Swap website with your wallet. Stake at least 100 D&D BUSD LP tokens in the fantasy farm. At current price, that is 76 D&D and 179 BUSD US dollars that you will need to be able to do that. And you're not to withdraw the LP tokens, but you can harvest until the result is announced around 3 days after the end of the airdrop submission deadline. So to do this, you need to click the button to submit. Go over to the fantasy farm. I've staked. I staked in the wrong thing. I'm glad I've done a video of this. So, oh no, I haven't, because I created the LP token. So you create the LP token by adding liquidity. So you just change these to D&D and then change it to BUSD. You need to put in what they said in terms of how much you need, and I think it was 74 D&D, and then it will produce 100 of the LP tokens. Go over to the fantasy farm pool. So this is the D&D LP version 2. Now, with this, you're also getting 355% APR, which is pretty good. This does require compounding once daily. So that's harvesting it and then transferring it back into D&D BUSD, forming more LP and then staking it again. But that's pretty good APR for anything. Confirm it, approve the contract, and then you'll be able to stake it. And like I said, you can harvest your earnings at any point. So in a month's time, at that APR, what's 356? So it's what, 100 tokens times 35, should be 3,000 APR. Wait, is that right? No, it's times 100 tokens times 35 would be, so you'd end up with, that's not right. Why is it going to 100? 100 LP, 350%. No, it's 3.5. Sorry, you can't see my calculator, but it's just all manner of madness going on. 3.5 would give you 350 by the end of the year. So we need to divide that by 12 and we'll get, so you're going to earn 29 of that LP token as well. So a nice 29% on what you've already put in anyway. And as long as the price remains stable, then you're looking good. So I see it as a fairly low risk investment with a pretty big upshot of being one of the 3,000 players that get to play for free using this relic. And you could get a really nice grace period where you're able to do it, and the D&D price token could go up. It theoretically definitely could, because it has gone up before, and I think that play to earn element will increase it. You know, we got this, it went all the way up to $15, so those small prizes of one D&D now would look pretty good play to earn. And if you ended up getting the 10,000 reward, that's $150,000. Huge upshot. Definitely think it's a good, worthy investment, and mainly also because this is a game that, you know, I did a video on it because I thought it had potential as well. You know, the RPG element and them creating a storyline alongside some of the play made it interesting, and like going into dungeons and taking things down. I think it just has to work on a lot of things that increase that play to earn incentives in the future, and increase the usage of NFTs and using the NFTs that you don't use, because I've got a bunch of level 2s that I don't use and I'm earning, and they don't have any value anymore. So I'd like to be able to, you know, break them down and boost up other equipment. So yeah, but still think this project has a lot of potential in it. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.